Well, hello guys. Today we'll be taking a look at Wayne Gretzky's 3D Hockey 98 for the PS1. There's a front, back, and of course this game does come with a manual, which I might have to read in case they don't show the thing. But somebody may be wondering, 98, wasn't there one for the N64? Well, yes, the first Wayne Gretzky 3D Hockey was on N64, but it was an exclusive to the N64, and because of that, because I don't have a 64, we're just gonna do Wayne Gretzky 3D Hockey 98 because this is the only Wayne Gretzky 3D Hockey game ever made for the Sony PlayStation, and they didn't do that many. They did the original just for the N64. Then for the sequel, they did it for the N64 and the PlayStation. I think they did a Olympic hockey version too, but that one's kind of different in its name brand and everything. So because this version is only on the PlayStation and the original wasn't, and there was no other one, it's okay to do this one after the hits games because it's its own thing. It's in its own specific category. Just like Showtime is in its own category as opposed to the NBA Jam games. That's kind of my logic behind it. Control's good. Shoot is X. Square is pass, so it's opposite, because in the hits games it was reverse. A one-timer is X plus square. Steal is square, X is hook, trip, L2 is kneel, X and square is dive, R1's burst, L1 switch, R2's top camera. Okay. It's options. Okay, team size 3, difficulty easy, 2-minute period length. Alright. So let's see how this looks on. You got records, Wayne Gretzky records, team stats, that's fine, that's cool. You got practice mode, you can play a season and you can play a game. That's pretty decent. Oh yeah. We'll do initials. Oh yeah, we'll do F M H. Central Pacific, Northeast Atlantic, Central. Of course, we're going to do Detroit. You got the stats, but they're a little blurry because of the 32-bit graphics. But they look. We'll do these guys. Weiserman. Yeah, so it's kind of like when you play a game, it's kind of like a ladder. I see. Yeah, this was the only wing. Ooh, wow. This looks a lot different than what I've seen from the N64 playthroughs on the Retro Sports Gamer channel. I remember this version getting bombed by critics because there was absolutely zero change from it compared to from this compared to the first one. Oh shoot. I gotta be careful. I lost track of the puck for a second. That must have been a computer assist or something. Ah, fuck. Ah, I'm so used to X being passed. Yeah. Oh, wow. Okay, cool. Ah. Ooh. Ah. Oh, shoot. This is a little trippy almost, the way the graphics are. Oh. Ooh, it's a close game. Oh. Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Oh, shit. Oh, thank God. So we're going to see some overtime, and it's only been 50 minutes. Overtime. Okay. I don't think it's that bad. Although I would be interested in comparing this with NHL Open Ice 2 on 2, because this was the only other arcadey hockey game for the PlayStation other than that game. Oh, wow. Oh, it ends in a tie? Wow. That's the second time I tied in a hockey game on video. The other one was NHL Face Off 97. I did more shots. I could do another one, but it's kind of late. I think we're gonna make this a short one. That was Wayne Gretzky 3D Hockey 98 for the PS1. Um, it's a unique game because it's kind of like Showtime. They it's very similar in Showtime's instance where it was a sequel to an our famous arcade game, but it wasn't. It was only on the PlayStation, and it was kind of one of a kind. And that's kind of why I reviewed it out of order from the hits games, because it's a different game. Even though it's by the same company and all, and it's arcade hockey by the same company, it's a different game, but it's by the same company. That's why I do the Midway sports game series the way I name them and the way I operate them, because because Midway did different things with them. That's why I did the Jam games in order and then did Showtime on its own, because there's only one Showtime. It was released on various systems, but there's only one Showtime. So I hope that makes sense. If you have questions about my method of how, in the order and way I review games for the series, just ask in the comments. But yeah, but just to clarify things for like, if I get all the Blitz games, for example, for the PS2, then I do them, and then if I get all of them for the Xbox, I do them. I never do them out of order because I want to do a progression kind of thing. That's why for these series, that's why when I did the Jam games, I did them in order on the same system, because they're in the same franchise, same name, same franchise, and for the same system. While Showtime, since it's its own game, doesn't it doesn't need it can just be thrown in whenever. That's it. It makes sense in my head, but I understand some people may not get the logic behind it. So if you're curious on it, just ask in the comments. But yeah, it's a great game. If you see it, pick it up. I don't mind it personally. My only minor criticism is that it can be a little tricky looking at the attributes because of the bit size, but that's a really, really nitpick. I don't think there's anything wrong with it. Other than, if you only have a PlayStation, want some arcade hockey, but can't find open nights, this is a great pickup. You got a decent amount of options and things and everything. I think it's a good pickup. I think if you're looking for something a little different than the hits games, this is a good pickup, like I said. If you have an N64 though, I might recommend the N64 one because based on looking at the N64, that one looks a bit more polished up. This one is a bit more, it's a bit different. Not bad, just a little different. But yeah, thanks for watching guys. Please subscribe and like the videos and have a good day.